What's good, YouTube, and welcome to another KaibaHacksDartz Yu-Gi-Oh video. Today we're here with another one of the channel favorites, the dollar store pack openings, the beautiful, repackaged packs. 30 cards, $4 Canadian from the Dollarama. Of course, we'll bust into her ASAP Rocky. But just a quick reminder, if you do like this content, make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. We are almost at 1,000 subs, so it is greatly appreciated. And we do this quite often. As well as, let me know if you see anything of value or anything interesting as I go through that maybe I didn't notice, misprints or stuff like that, and or anything of value. Dogmatica Genesis. I haven't really ripped any Dogmatica stuff. I don't know how hardcore it is, but Dark Requiem XYZ Dragon. This looks pretty cool. Looks pretty cool. I'm feeling it. Going interesting pile. Winged Karibo, of course, is going to go in the interesting pile. Always useful. Any Karibo is a useful Karibo. That's what I say. That is what I say indeed. Do a little spin, because they can't figure out how to put cards in the right direction. Kagemuka Knight. You see him quite often. Stream Dragon Ruler of Droplets. I don't believe I've seen that. As always, if you get them from, different dollar stores or at different times, you start to see some different sauce. But there usually is some cards that are just constants. Typhoon. Very nice. We like that spell and trap destruction. Always. Guard Dragon and Drake. And excuse me if I, take some time, taking that card art effects. I'm always making weird gimmicky decks. I recommend you check out our decklist profile, or decklist playlist, decklist profile update playlist. Sky Striker, Mecha Modulus, multi-roll. Raid Raptor, Sharp Lanius. Cool times. King's Knight, we do have a, Knights deck that we've made and done an update to or two. And it is pretty decent, but we'll throw them in the interesting pile. Never know when we're cooking up something else. Converging Wishes, absolute classic. We're going to take it. Backup Secretary, I've seen this card 1,000 times. Spiritual Entanglement. I assume maybe it has something to do with spirit monsters, but no, just a banishing. I like it. We'll throw it in an interesting pile. As always, if there's a deck or something you want to see me make that, maybe we see some cards out of this or just in general, let me know in the comments. Gishki Grimness. Some decks I'm, obviously more familiar with, or there's just some gimmicks that I'm more familiar with than others. Magician's Circle. Very nice. We just did our Dark Magician profile very recently. Nothing too special, but it is a work in progress. Dino Wrestler. Capoe Raptor. Pretty cool. Judgment of the Branded. Deep Sea Artesian. I believe you've seen this one before. Tyrant Dino Fusion. I haven't really cooked with Dino Wrestlers either. Joruri Punk Nashiwari Surprise. What a name. Oh, we love to see the Ultra B Trooper. Absolute Hercules. I believe this might be your third one. If not, we do have a set, but good stuff, Lots of insect potential there. Insects are some of my favorite monsters to work with. Zeratius, Herald of Heaven. Heaven. You could discard this card to the graveyard. Oh, okay. Okay, I see. Valkyrie Chariot. Elemental Hero Necroshade is always fun. Always fun. We'll throw them in the interesting pile. There's 1,000 different Elemental Hero decks that I want to cook up, or, like offshoots. We just did the Rainbow Neos deck, Elemental Hero Crystal Beast mashup. Beast King Unleashed. Interplanetary Invader A. It'd be cool to get a deck rolling with these guys. I know they're kind of a weird offshoot of monsters. Galaxy Cleric, I'm also working on a Galaxy/Photon deck. What kind of standard it'll be held up to, who knows? you know how it goes out here. Moving to the second one, just another quick reminder to, like, comment, share, and subscribe if you're liking it. So close to 1,000 subs, and we can start getting some funds on the channel. As well as, if you want to help out, you can hit up our memberships, hit the little join button below, or a link will be in the description. And for like $1 or $2, you can support the channel, and get some little perks out of it as well. Rank up Magic Quick Chaos. Very cool, very cool. I don't know if it's going to go interesting pile, but I do like the art. Lemuria, the Forgotten City. Very good tech. I always like when stuff is Umis. Umi tech. And I have a couple ideas for some water decks that are in the works, as well as, updates for ones that I got going, like penguins and stuff. Odd Eyes Wizard Dragon. Evil Tile Mega Chirella. Half the entertainment value of these videos is me trying to pronounce names of cards. Scrap Iron Signal. It's kind of cool. I don't know how inherently useful, but it's kind of cool. And those are some of the best cards. AI Shadow. And like I said, if there's any cards you see that I missed that are interesting, of value, maybe misprints or have a cool story, maybe they popped up in the anime and did something real special, and maybe you cook someone's behind with it back in the day or something. Any stories about cards, I love to hear about them. Maybe cool trivia. Charged Up Heraldry. Oh, Cupid Serve. I am cooking up a Cupid deck. I kind of wanted to have it ready for Valentine's Day, and I did not. But this is pretty cool. Hopefully we pull a couple more of those. Rebuild Deer. Proto Cyber Dragon I will take. He's not inherently as useful as he used to be, but I'll take him. Infinite Cards. She's just a fun card. The Wicked Avatar. I love the Wicked cards, and a update to the deck is coming soon. It might be a little sauce in there. Simtabler. I don't know if that's how you're supposed to say it. I kind of like him, though. He's kind of like a little antlion or something. Call of the Haunted. We'll always take it. We always need that recycle back to the field power. Dino Wrestler Marshall Empello. Trickstar Fusion. I've definitely been whooped by Trickstar before, but I've never really cooked with it. Like I say, always let me know how you feel about certain decks as we go, as well as these packs. How you feel about them, if you see them, if you pick them up, or if you want them and they're just maybe not available in your area. Ancient Warriors Deceptive Giowen. Ooh, I see a Magical Hats. That's just absolutely beautiful. I do want to do some weird sauce with that. Spiral Flame Strike. Very, very good. Cyber's Reminder. Throw in the interesting pile. Some extra deck sauce. Oh, this is just a nice little pack here. Magical Hats is beautiful. You definitely want to cook up a deck that either just kind of revolves around that weird sauce or get something going with it. Goblinberg, beautiful card, very useful in a lot of decks. Sometimes the timing can be a little bit weird, but I won't get into that. I won't bore you with the timing on Goblinberg. Astrogools. Inzektor Swords Excalibur. It's a decent card. I probably have 1,000 of them from these packs. One of those cards you just see so having a stroke. One of those cards you see so commonly. But great card. And our Inzektor deck, we're going to have another update coming to soon. Super Heavy Samurai Monk Big Benkai. I like it. Interesting pile. Why? I don't know. Curse of Aramatur. Not interesting pile. This guy we also see just infinite amounts. It's great to have commons though for some of the Yu-Gi-Oh DIY projects that I do up, videos on the channel. Neos Alias, almost had another stroke. Arm Dragon Thunder level 5, both will go an interesting pile. And we'll pop open this last one. Some actually decent pulls. You know, sometimes we just get a bunch of half-decent sauce that is just, you know, mildly interesting. I'm actually revved with those, you know, magical hats, stuff like that. We got Marine Says Seahorse. I do wish all the cards would actually be in order. So, you know what I mean? Up in terms of up, down, and back and forth. Every direction. Sea Stealth Attack. I'm liking what's going in there. Ice Jade Manifestation. I'm also liking. Penguin Sauce in the future. I know a lot of people want to see the Ice Jade stuff in there. I was just kind of keeping it Penguin pure, but I know that that'll probably update the tech a bit. Nemesis Adresti. Okay. Okay. Dances with Beasts. Crazy card. Invasion of Flames. I like it. You know, it looks completely useless. Interesting pile. That's the kind of card that goes in the interesting pile. The Gunkin Sue Ship Shari. We are going to have a update coming to the deck soon for the Gunkin Sue Ships, but I almost have enough to make a second one. So I might maybe try and sell that or something. Possibly on the channel. Let me know if you're interested. Top share. Go, Giant. But the Gunkin Sue Ships do run pretty hard. You know, and it is a underestimated archetype, whatever you like to call it. Double Dust Tornado Twins. I always like any of that weird spell trap removal with, you know, tornadoes, storms, hurricanes, stuff like that. Some more generic sauce that we see pretty often. I want to make a Gravekeeper deck soon. I got a lot of sauce for it. I just don't think it'll be that good yet. But if it's something you want to see, let me know. I always like to start it off not too crazy and work with it, especially when I don't know the archetype too well. Breaking of the World. I like whatever's going on with this. Interesting pile. Spiritual Fire Art Kurunai. Ooh, I kind of like that. You know, it could be some fun burn deck sauce. Gunkin Sue Ship Daily Special. I know we have a lot of these, but I'll throw it in the interesting pile for future possible mixing of that other deck. We got Primenial Manstrong. I actually love this card. Maybe not a super pliable card in terms of rock decks, but I do like them. Time Thief Chrono Quarter. Pretty cool. But we're getting lots of dope pulls as far as I'm concerned. Parametal Foes, Azor Tortless. I know some people just really don't like these packs and are against them. Berserker of the Tenyi. I'll take it. You know, it's a weird little kind of link off. Could be something crazy. Could be a big play there. And Worm, some weird stuff. Some nice Gizmek stuff here. We recently just did an update on it. I don't know if I had if I have three of those or not. It's hard to remember with all the decks I'm doing. Dark Magic Curtain. But I do recommend you check out my deck profile playlist. Link possibly in the description or you know, comments. But if not, you know, check playlists on my channel. Photon Hand. I'm feeling it. I have a lot of Galaxy Photon stuff that I'm just kind of compiling for future use of the deck, like I said. Vision Hero Gravito. I don't know why I said it like that, but Gravito. He's going in interesting pile. Goki Tag Partner. Cool sauce. Fencing Fire Ferret's one of my favorite cards. I like the art too. It's just such a mean card. It's just such a mean little weird burn card. I do want to make a generic burn deck that'll kind of be coming soon. That way I can work off that sauce. Exes Align. Shining Peacefilla. I like this card. I've never really gotten too much use out of it, but I like it. So interesting pile. Tearlament's Heartbeat. And a Trickstar Fusion. So, pretty good, interesting pile. It started off a little slow, but it picked up. That's our non-interesting pile. but we'll do a quick little run through, as well as a good time to remind you to check out, my other videos, pack openings like this, legit packs that, aren't repacked from, these companies, straight from Konami stuff, and or, Yu-Gi-Oh! DIY projects, deck profiles, like I mentioned, some top 10s here and there, all kinds of sauce. But like I said, if there's anything that I missed, weird little misprints, something of value, I know some people like to, try and go through and point out the most valuable card. I love that, to take that time, I appreciate it hardcore, and it's a cool little trivia for the video, as well as just general Yu-Gi-Oh! Trivia. Feel free to leave in the comments, about some of the cards you may have seen. Otherwise, like I said, make sure to check out my other stuff. Make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that little notification bell so you know when future content's coming out. And, yeah, we're almost at 1,000 subs. I appreciate it coming so far, and we're so close to that milestone. So, make sure to subscribe. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Peace.